A very warm greeting to you. My name is Evelin Lindner, and this is my message to the world. Look at this. This is the rural context in which I grew up. As a child, I was full of life and curiosity, courageous and strong. When I was a child, our planet was still green and blue. What have we done since then? I was born in 1954 and now we have 2020. Within my lifetime, we have poisoned our wonderful blue planet and we are drowning and burning it. We live in historically unprecedented times, both with respect to crises and opportunities. Never before did we understand as well as now that our world is globally interconnected and has only finite resources. So far, I have not yet met another person who lives as truthfully globally as I do. For more than 45 years, I have collected experiences and insights on all continents. And this is what has led up to my interest in the topics of dignity and its violation through humiliation. In my work, I strive to understand the core messages of various fields of academic inquiry and reconstruct them from the perspective of dignity and humiliation. So far, I have done so with war, genocide, and terrorism, international conflict, gender insecurity, and economics. Just now, I work on a book on solidarity. I dedicate my entire life to nurturing a global dignity community as a seed for future generations to bring back and replenish our blue planet. I work day and night to nurture a global village that is able to heed the ancient proverb that it takes a village to raise a child. I therefore work for a new kind of courage and freedom. No longer the courage of combat, no longer the freedom of might to be right, no longer systemically normalized humiliation. We, the species Homo sapiens, we started our experiment with competition for domination roughly 12,000 years ago with what we call Neolithic revolution. Within the past decades, we have maximized this strategy. By now, the biosphere, after having been treated by us humans as if it were an enemy waiting to be conquered, is like a teacher who enlightens us that competition for domination is a suboptimal strategy at best, if not collectively suicidal. Negligence of maintenance and replenishment is a hideous killer. The human body can illustrate this. I studied medicine, so I know. Heart attack, the typical emergency troubleshooter disease, is the outcome. When nurturing is seen as negligible because it is feminine, and winning, victory, as desirable because it is masculine, when the nurturing of relationships among ourselves and with nature is neglected, collapse is the result. In this situation, we do not wish to go back to the caves. Neither do we want to go back to totalitarian dictatorship. I work, therefore, for a new freedom, freedom for future global unity in diversity, freedom as responsible, dignified humility in equal dignity, freedom from outdated uniformity and division. I work also for a new kind of courage, the courage to embrace the African Ubuntu philosophy of I am because we are. I work for the courage to harvest all unifying and dignifying aspects from all of our biological and cultural diversities, from all cultural practices and social psychological skills that ever have emerged on planet Earth. I recommend our indigenous knowledge systems, our experiences with substantivist economies and with communal sharing, and our philosophies that indicate that life deserves awe and wonderment. In short, I call for courage to nurture mutuality and partnership in loving care and solidarity. Together with my dear Linda Hartling, a relational psychologist, you see her in the middle of the picture, and a dedicated core group of scholars, educators, and practitioners, I have the honor of nurturing a global collaborative fellowship of people who wish to walk the talk of dignity. And I do this since the idea for this work was born in 2001. As the world watches the heartbreaking coronavirus pandemic unfold, our hope is for an exponential change of heart so that global unity, rooted in respect for local diversity, becomes possible. The central question we face, which we must ask and answer together, remains: how must we, humankind, nurture, arrange our affairs on this planet so that dignified life will be possible in the long term? This question is my message to you, my message to the world. Thank you.